Good day, grade 7! Welcome to our health class. Before we start the lesson, first, we will identify the following. Content standard. Performance standard. And most essential learning competencies. For the previous lesson, you have determined your healthy lifestyle. Let us discuss about developmental milestones as you grow and develop. How does human grow and develop? Human development is a lifelong process of physical, mental, emotional, social, moral, spiritual, and environmental growth and change. In the early stage of life, from babyhood to childhood, childhood to adolescence, and adolescence to adulthood, great changes take place. A developmental psychologist, Eric H. Erikson, in his theory on social development of human beings that describes 8 stages through which a healthy developing human should be passed from infancy to late adulthood. First stage is infancy, which starts at birth to 1 year of age. An infant is dependent and establishing trust to the one who takes care of him. But if there is no fulfillment, it will lead into feeling of mistrust. Second stage is during early childhood, from 1 year old to 3 years old. It is focusing on develop greater sense of personal control. He performs basic actions and simple decisions that make him secure and confident, while those who do not are left with a sense of inadequacy and self-doubt. Third stage is preschool children, from 4 years old to 5 years old, need to begin asserting control and power over the environment. In a success stage, it leads to a sense of purpose. The failure results in a sense of guilt. Fourth stage is the school age, from 6 years old to 10 years old. Develops a sense of pride in their accomplishments and abilities, competence and belief in their skills. Those who receive little or no encouragement from the others will doubt their abilities to be successful. Fifth stage is the adolescence, from 11 years old to 18 years old. Children explore and develop a sense of self. Those who remain unsure of their beliefs and desires will feel insecure and confused about themselves and the future. Sixth stage is the young adult, from 18 years old to 25 years old. Stage is in the state of exploring personal relationships, develops closeness and committed relationships with the other people. Those who are successful at these will form a relationship that are committed and secure. Those poor sense of self tend to have less committed relationships and are more likely to suffer emotional isolation, loneliness, and depression. Seventh stage is adulthood, from 26 years old to 50 years old. The stage focuses on career and family. They feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in their home and community. Failure to attain will lead to feeling of unproductive and uninvolved to the community. Eighth stage is the old stage, from 50 years old onwards. It is focused on reflecting back on life with the few regrets and a general feeling of satisfaction. Your endocrine glands affect your growth and development. Pituitary gland is a small structure at the base of the brain which releases a wide variety of hormones that in turn control the activity of the body's other hormone glands. Activity: physical changes in adolescence. Using the Venn diagram, identify the physical changes among adolescents on the left side for the boys and on the right side for the girls. In the middle part, identify the common physical changes for both boys and girls. In what phase of development are you now? You may be experiencing significant changes in yourself because you are now in another stage of life, adolescence. Adolescence is a period of gradual change or the time of life between childhood and adulthood. Adolescence starts at puberty. Puberty is the time when males and females are physically able to reproduce. During this period, secondary sex characteristics begin developing. Changes in the body vary, and this means that we don't experience exact changes that another individual had experienced. Puberty is the start of adolescence, which brings physical changes, mental or intellectual changes, emotional changes, moral or spiritual changes, and social changes. Rapid physical growth. Puberty begins and the body becomes physically able to produce children. Pituitary gland signals the ovaries or testes to begin producing sex hormones. Pituitary gland also increases its production of growth hormones. Growth hormones are chemical messengers that stimulate growth. Body starts to look more like an adult. Primary sex characteristics are changes directly related to sexual reproduction. The reproductive organs of both girls and boys grow and develop. The boys experience their first release of seminal fluid or ejaculation from the penis. The girls experience menarche or the first release of blood and fluid from the vagina, later called menstruation. Secondary sex characteristics are changes not directly related to sexual reproduction. Boys. The voice becomes deeper, the Adam's apple becomes bigger. The shoulders become wider than the hips. Hair grows on the face, body, and pubic area. The skin on the underarms become rough. For the girls, breasts develop. The hips become wider than the shoulders. Hair grows on the underarm and pubic area. Mental or intellectual changes. Teenagers showing different talents, skills, interests as a sign of mental health. Adolescents experience rapid mental development. There are changes in the structure of the brain. These make it work more efficiently. Mental changes. Ways of thinking begin to change. Predicting consequences is easier. Ability to think is stronger. Memory also improves. Starts to enjoy participating in adult conversation and begins to question oneself. Adolescents experience social changes in relationship with others. Personal social concerns dominate, while academics become secondary. Adolescents are very self-conscious. They consider approval of friends and other adolescents or peers as very important. Adolescents enjoy being with friends, so they stay longer with them after school. They enjoy choosing clothes to wear. They also crave privacy. This sometimes causes conflicts between adolescents and their parents. Young adolescents choose friends who share the same interests with them. Adolescents who grew up with family members showing love, guidance, and support for each other are less likely to get involved with bad company and engage in fights, vandalism, smoking, drinking, or drug sessions. Adolescents experience emotional changes as in their moody state. Adolescents are more responsive to rewards and stress. They are more emotional, and this makes them open to being hurt or in danger. Boys are also sexually active, therefore they are prone to participate in risky behavior. Due to the sudden increase in the manufacture of hormones, adolescent boys become more aggressive. Adolescent girls become self-conscious because of the changes that are happening to them. These also give them a feeling of insecurity. Early maturing boys are usually taller and stronger. They have a good body image, so they are more confident, secure, and independent. Moral spiritual changes. Adolescents begin analyzing themselves during this stage. They try to find out who they really are and analyze their strengths and weaknesses. As a result, they understand themselves better and learn to accept and like themselves, including their weaknesses. They learn that house rules imposed by their parents are there to promote order and harmony at home. However, they are not absolute and some are negotiable as they mature. They begin to distinguish between rules that are negotiable and those that are non-negotiable. Non-negotiable rules like smoking are imposed because they are for their own good. For the activity entitled, "Do I Change a Lot?" Direction. Using this format, place your picture on the corresponding stages of your growth and development. Write a short description about the milestone you achieved for each stage. Here are the references that I have used in doing my presentation. Photos used here are from Canva. Some photos used are acknowledged underneath each pictures. I hope you learned something about human development and significant changes during adolescence. This has been your teacher in health for today, Mrs. Cynthia Soledad S. Aspe, leaving an inspirational idea from Canva. To laugh at yourself is to love yourself. Have a great day!